We're on the set of Suicide Squad. What could go wrong? Oh, gee!
Feels good to be back.
No moral code. There's not that many heroes out there.
Only Etalk gets you up close and personal with the worst heroes ever.
I still have never had a cast member that I've seen naked more than.
And anything can happen.
We're gonna do a rain test.
Sure.
All the interviews,
It was really interesting. I mean, to get into the Joker's skin.
including an exclusive with director David Ayer.
I really feel like this is my voice.
Plus secrets of this epic car chase.
Everybody was like, it was such a beautiful moment to watch the Batmobile.
It's all access,
I'm gonna go in.
all action,
I was told I had to put these on.
all squad.
I think it's fair to say I did not end up giving Tommy Lee Jones a tattoo.
I'm keeping my inner geek suppressed right now. I'm trying to be professional.
Etalk presents Suicide Squad. Starts now.
How cool is this? We are on the set of Suicide Squad. Killer Croc is right behind me. Oh, for the next 30 minutes, we are going to take you where no other cameras are allowed. Get ready. Things are about to get intense.
Don't forget, we're the bad guys.
Bad to the bone.
Feels good to be back.
Feels good to be bad.
There's a freedom that comes with not having to worry about being lying.
No responsibility.
Yeah, no moral code to
People
follow.
pat you on the back.
You know what I'm saying?
You killed that man really well. Good job.
So was that like a pep talk? Yeah, those pep talks.
This squad proves it's good to be bad.
We all look at ourselves as flawed individuals. Not that many heroes out there.
They're a group of the world's worst villains recruited to take down an even bigger bad.
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet. They're bad guys. Worst of the worst.
So why this band of misfits? Well, the government needs someone to blame if things go wrong.
They're all completely insane.
There's something about this cast. Not every cast gets along the way you guys have got along. Golf outings, 4th of July festivities, private jets, music fests, selfie after selfie after selfie. This bunch knows how to have a good time, but on set, it's serious business.
This cast was great, and a big part of it was the way David rehearses. You know, he gets us all in a room. It's much more like therapy than it is rehearsal, and everybody shares their deepest, darkest secrets. In that process, we get to know one another. It helps to bond.
I felt safe. I felt supported by the castmates and the director. So, I mean, I have to thank all these guys and the director for giving me the opportunity.
We all learn a lot about ourselves through this movie and definitely changed a lot. I mean, a year ago, I feel like we were probably in a lot of different places.
They might have been in different places at the start, but now they're inseparable. From Toronto to San Diego to New York, this squad has racked up the frequent flyer miles. And at the London premiere earlier this week, Ben Affleck, aka Batman, swoops in for some promo. There's no denying everyone wants to be part of this crew. Emilia Clarke, Alexander Skarsgård, Jaden Smith, even Superman has squad goals. Ah, yes, I also wanted. We just witnessed something really big go down with the Suicide Squad. Now, I can't say much, but I can say shootout. When I'm on set, I can't contain my excitement. Sorry, I just saw Harley Quinn. I have to look. And I get to witness this office building blowout. You do not want to mess with this team of supervillains. Well, when Jared Leto was cast as the Joker, we all wondered how he'd make the role his own. And let's just say he's taken the iconic part to dark new levels. It was a really gutsy move for you to take on such an iconic role. Do you look back and feel the pressure?
All of that chit-chat's gonna get you hurt.
I certainly felt pressure in the beginning and a responsibility to all the great performances that have come before. Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Mark Hamill, Cesar Romero, so many iconic performances. I definitely felt the pressure, yeah.
He might have felt the pressure on the inside, but on the outside, Jared sure looks the part.
How you sweet talking me?
What was it like the first time you saw yourself in full makeup?
It was really interesting. I mean, to get into the Joker's skin takes 4 to 5 hours. It was a process. I had long hair, and so when we cut the hair off, when we dyed it, that was an interesting moment. And then when we shaved the eyebrows off, that was another moment. And then the teeth, all of that kind of helped transport me to a different place.
Etalk was one of the first outlets to give fans a glimpse of the Joker's look, with our sightings of a green-haired Jared in Toronto last summer. And while specifics of the role are top secret, we do know this Oscar winner commits. In fact, Jared even played twisted pranks on the cast, like sending them a live rat.
He did the research, did the work. He's one of the first guys I cast, one of the first guys I worked with on this. And so there's months and months and months of incredibly intense preparation. He did it. He pulled it off. You know, I think it's a miracle.
They always talk about the iconic laugh, the Joker's laugh. Is that sort of a natural offshoot of you becoming the character, or do you have to work on that separately?
It all happened at the same time, and the Joker's laugh, it's iconic, it's unforgettable. And every Joker has had their own laugh, so I was a bit panicked. You know, I did a lot of work on it, trying to find something that was kind of hit people in a strange way. Because usually if you hear someone laugh, it's infectious and it's nice. When the Joker laughs, it should make people want to put on a diaper.
And believe it or not, someone can actually love the Joker. Enter Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, known in the DC universe as his on-off love interest. Harley has long sought the Joker's affection, but will she ever get it? Thankfully, in Suicide Squad, it's clearly on between these two.
Aww. Hey guys.
But don't let the short shorts and blonde pigtails fool you. Harley Quinn is one smart, badass babe with a bat.
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Playing the fan favorite, Margot doesn't disappoint, even doing a lot of her own stunt work. Margot, you had one of the most iconic shots already, you hanging from the silks. It looked very elegant.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of work that had to go into that?
It's really hard. That was like one of the hardest stunts, strength-wise, to do. Trying to make it look graceful and effortless just only made it more difficult.
And the Australian actress certainly nails the accent.
I'm known to be quite vexing. I'm just forewarning you.
Ladies, shut up!
So it's no surprise reports are already pointing to a Harley-focused spin-off after Margot's impressive transformation.
Margot was incredible. She's so sweet, so patient, you know, so generous to me. She really helped me do what I needed to do, and you know, I had just a terrific time with her, and very grateful for that.
When I see her out of uniform, I don't recognize her. I don't know who she is. I've spent months and months interacting with her as Harley, so when I see Margot, it always throws me. I don't know who I'm dealing with.
She seems nice.
And for Margot, the film turns into a reunion of sorts as she teams up with her Focus co-star Will Smith, who kicks some serious butt as Deadshot.
That's not the rules. No money, no honey.
An assassin who never misses a shot, Deadshot knows how to handle a gun.
Let's go save the world.
But it seems Will's skills aren't as sharp when it comes to giving tattoos. With his castmates learning this the hard way on a night out. You said that getting a tattoo from Will Smith was like watching a drunk baby flying a helicopter. Why is that a bad thing? Or is it a bad thing?
Well, why? Because you get a tattoo that looks like this, you know? It's just,
I wasn't watching myself. I thought I was killing it.
The only time I saw you sweat was when you said
because I didn't really want to do it, but Cara has the thing. If she does a chant, it's like hypnotic. It makes you do it. So she starts tattoo, 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 tattoo.
Okay, why? I don't know what's happening.
Okay. What's happening? Okay, she puts her enchantress on you.
a horrible mistake. A huge mistake.
While he might not be a tattoo pro, the consensus is clear. Will certainly knows what he's doing when it comes to making movies.
Will's a star, hands down. You work with a star, you realize why they are that. That presence is undeniable. He elevates everybody around him. He saw this movie as an opportunity to do something different, enter into this world and be part of this family, and in a lot of ways lead this family.
But it's not all about the Squad. Yeah, the DC Universe keeps getting bigger and bigger. How important was it for this film to actually have Batman in it?
For me, that was a big thing. Pretty much the Batman and the Joker were the tethers for the Suicide Squad to the DC world. It's almost like they introduced you to the Suicide Squad. You have Batman and Joker saying, hey, meet our new friend. That was very helpful for fans to make the transition into the lesser known characters.
It's huge. It just sort of centers it in the universe.
Last April, Etalk makes worldwide news with some of the first sightings of Ben Affleck on the Suicide Squad set. And while you'll have to wait to see how Batman fits into the story, we can show you this.
What's fantastic about working in the DC Universe is I can touch these other characters like Batman and these other worlds and these other storylines that may or may not interlock. It is exactly that. It is a universe. There's scale to it, and there's a history to it. You can bring a character in that people have grown up with.
Up next.
I can't tell you anything. It's all under...
From casting news to just plain hanging around, it's time for Etalk's journey with the Squad. And still ahead, the naked truth about a certain member of the team.
He very rarely had clothes on, especially from the waist down.
He may have a new career, the Magic Mike.
That's coming up when Etalk Presents Suicide Squad continues. Welcome back to Etalk Presents Suicide Squad.
From the moment we learned Suicide Squad would be filming on our home turf, Etalk has been there every step of the way. From breaking casting news to exclusive sightings, here's a look at our journey with the Squad. For us, it all starts at the Oscars.
You're going to be in Toronto this summer, Suicide Squad. Have you started thinking about how you're going to put your own spin on this iconic character that's been played by great actors in the past?
Every single day.
Yeah.
It's a big one, and I think that's what I responded to.
It's a ballsy move, but if anyone can pull it off, it's you, man. Will Smith, you're going to be working with him again in Toronto.
I know.
For Suicide Squad, so you better be charming and nice to work with.
Round 2, I'm ready.
Soon, we become the go-to source for casting news, confirming reports about Viola Davis.
Suicide Squad, are you going to be in Toronto this summer?
Yes.
Going to be there. Looks like Amanda Waller is in the house.
And Scott Eastwood.
I'm doing a movie up there called Suicide Squad. I can't tell you anything. It's all under...
Once in Toronto, the cast feels right at home and our cameras capture it all.
You guys will like it. It's villainy at its best.
I'm settling in. It's going to be home for the next 6 months or so.
Proving he knows his way around, a green-haired Jared Leto cycles through town while hitting up a patio or two. Margot Robbie can't escape the local parking authorities, having a good laugh after her car gets towed. Thankfully, her beau is around to offer some comfort. And the cast who parties together, well, stays together.
I'm the prince, and this
is my crew.
These anti-heroes aren't just hanging out in the 6, they're literally hanging out, and Etalk is right there.
Suicide Squad shuts down one of the biggest intersections in the city, and I'm in the middle of all the action.
There's no rest for the wicked, but our favorite sighting by far is this. The smoke, the lights, all the action. Thousands of spectators line Toronto's Yonge Street to catch a glimpse of Batman and Joker's epic showdown.
Everybody was our such a beautiful moment to watch 5,000 people line the streets.
And this fan reaction says it all. Yes, there is a lot of excitement for this film, which brings us to our most exclusive on-set ever.
I'm keeping my inner geek suppressed right now. I'm trying to be professional.
Etalk's journey with the squad may have started on one of the world's most glamorous red carpets, but it's only fitting that it ends where the worst of the worst call home.
There are so many cool things to see here on the set of Suicide Squad. It's easy to get lost. And look, I ended up here at Deadshot's cell, so I'm gonna go in.
I regret this. Help. Send help.
After the break,
We're going to do a rain test.
Sure. This hair is fiberglass anyway.
more from Ben's exclusive on-set interview with director David Ayer and Anything Can Happen.
Just a little schwitz. That's routine for you, huh?
And later, the Enchantress on her scene-stealing role.
For me, I love darkness in a way. I think it can be a beautiful thing.
That's ahead when Etalk presents Suicide Squad continues. Welcome back to Etalk Presents Suicide Squad.
Can't talk about Suicide Squad without talking about the man behind it all, director David Ayer. And he tells us why it's time to show the bad guys some love.
They're good people. Not only are they good people, but they can have friendship and love and all these things in their lives that have been denied them.
Are you telling me that the Joker can be redeemed?
I'll leave that up to the viewer.
Yeah. After directing Jake Gyllenhaal in End of Watch and Brad Pitt in Fury, David Ayer is now in charge of the Fury that is Suicide Squad.
So I really feel ownership over this. It's been an incredible journey for me.
When you walk through these sets, do you say to yourself, I can't believe I get to do this?
It can be a little overwhelming, but like anything, it's really just a job. It's been a lot of fun to have such a big canvas, which is really new for me, a movie of this scale and this world building.
David also takes on writing duties for the film, and I see firsthand it's never a dull day on set.
We're going to do a rain test.
This hair is fiberglass anyway.
Here it comes.
That's routine for you, huh?
Yeah.
Also routine, social media, an outlet David embraces. He did, after all, share one of the first photos of Jared in full Joker makeup.
I think it's unhealthy to ignore it. It's interesting to get feedback on what we're doing and our assets as we're filming it. It's incredibly important for me to have that relationship and get that feedback. You have to service the fans.
As for what's next, David is set to direct Will Smith again for the supernatural cop thriller Bright, and he's not ruling out another superhero flick.
Are you done with the DC universe?
No.
No, huh? No. So if you got tapped on the shoulder to come back?
I'd pick up the phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Still to come.
Oh, that's Will.
That's Will?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Game time. We find out how tight the squad really is.
Oh. That's the easiest one ever.
Yeah.
And still ahead, Ben's back at Deadshot's cell. That's coming up when Etalk Presents Suicide Squad continues. Welcome back to Etalk Presents Suicide Squad.
Sent on missions they are most likely doomed to fail, the Suicide Squad have tough tasks ahead. Good thing they've got a killer team.
Joining Deadshot and Harley, El Diablo, Killer Croc, Captain Boomerang, Slipknot, Rick Flag, Katana.
What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
They're not your typical heroes, but in their own dark, twisted way, they're here to save the day.
There's this sort of emotional scene that where Diablo's kind of divulging this story of this horrific thing he did in his past. And for me, I was trying to find the honesty in that. And it was really hard, to get yourself to that place of immense sadness and self-loathing and just live in it. And it's not just living it for a second. It's like you got to keep it up, like until we get the scene.
When I spoke with David initially, it was very simple. It was like, hey, bro, this is what I'm doing. This is what it looks like. What do you think? And I'm like, well, is anyone going to know it's me in there? And he said, absolutely, because he wanted an actor that could bring the soul of the character alive. And I thought it was an interesting challenge, but I didn't know that I was going to have to sit in 5 hours of makeup.
Then there's Enchantress.
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
But the fact is, you guys, I guess to get into these characters, you got to go find some pretty dark places in yourselves. What was that process like?
It was a barrel of laughs.
Was it really? Yeah.
I mean, for me, I love darkness in a way. I think it can be a beautiful thing, and so finding that in yourself was pretty cool. It was a wicked experience.
A cool and wicked experience that led to some new friendships. But just how well do they all know each other? Time for a game of Most Likely To Suicide Squad Edition.
Will.
That's
Mr. Smith.
Mr.
In fact, he was rapping all the way through.
Will.
Yeah, you know the answer to that. Oh, that's Will.
That's Will?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Most likely to bust a move.
That might be Will. You think?
Willard.
Yeah, you can cut some rug. Maybe. You can
definitely cut some rug.
Cara has some weird
wicked
dancing
moves.
Yeah.
I was going to say Will,
Yeah.
Will too.
Will, obvious choice, but I reckon.
But I reckon Cara's a good one.
Delavane's got some. Will is pretty likely to bust out a move.
Jai Courtney.
Yeah, I think. And it'd probably be butt naked while he's doing it, right? There's got to be Cara.
Oh, no.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. The two girls.
There's a couple candidates for that one. Probably Jai or Cara, I think.
Yeah.
I think. And then Margot is like tucked
Margot.
right.
Yeah, she's in there too?
Tucked right under there.
Hi, how you feeling about Polly on Hot Podcast?
It's a bit dusty.
Oh.
That's the easiest one
Yeah.
Jai was crazy, dude. He always
keep his
lifted
clothes on.
everybody's shit. Yeah.
Jai,
Oh, yeah.
without a doubt.
This has been a common thread throughout
No,
all
but
of my interviews.
he very rarely had clothes on. Especially from the waist down.
Jai.
Yeah.
Easily, Jai.
100%.
I've been in many movies where I had love scenes, and I still have never had a cast member that I've seen naked more than Jai Courtney.
Is the name Captain Boomerang apt then?
Yeah.
Given that we've seen him naked?
Especially when he runs.
I'm looking forward to it at some point, though.
That was just imagery.
It has an elbow. That's all I can say.
He may have a new career, Magic Mike.
And with a name like Captain Boomerang.
You know he's gonna come back.
Welcome back to Etalk Presents Suicide Squad.
Well, that's it for us from the set of Suicide Squad and Deadshot Cell. It's going to be so exciting to see how these different elements come together. Bye for now.